Good day, Maroon fans. Welcome to another episode of the Maroon Hangout. I am your host, West Indies Senior Men Media Officer Dario Bathley. And as usual, today we're going to be joined by a West Indies superstar as we look forward to getting some cricket, hopefully, but also look forward to hearing from him on what he's been doing to keep himself busy during this time. This is a very well requested interview. A lot of the fans have been chiming in during the lives and even in our downtime and saying that they would love to hear from Mr. Shimron Hetmyer. So today we have Mr. Shimron Hetmyer who will be answering some questions for the fans who we have, as usual, gotten to submit questions via Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. I'm just going to link up with Mr. Hetmyer now. He's in Guyana. Should have just gotten some training done. Good day, Mr. Hetmyer. What's up?
I'm good, man. How are you? Dario?
Not too bad. So the fans have been quite eager to speak to you. Every week that we have these lives, I'm sure that you've been looking at the comments and seeing Hetmyer. So finally, we have you now, and they're excited for you to answer their questions. How have you been keeping during the quarantine, man?
Well, I tried some different things actually. Tried out a little bit of baking. I did some gardening a little bit, and then I stopped. Then I got my training stuff. So I got the treadmill there, some weights and stuff like that. So I've been using that, and sometimes every now and again just head onto the ground and hit a few balls as well.
Okay. I think the Maroon fans will be happy to hear that you've been getting a little bit of training, man. We're excited to see you back on the field. So we're going to get straight into the questions, and we're going to start with Instagram, as usual. So a Maroon fan wants to know, how old were you when you played your first international cricket game? So I want to believe they're thinking under 19 level maybe.
If we're checking under 19, I'd probably be about 16, I think it was. In Guyana, that was my first game, actually.
In Guyana, right? Because obviously you would have been the captain of that World Cup winning under 19 team, which is why I anticipated that question that way. What was your experience like playing with RCB in the IPL?
It was good, like really good. Not getting as much runs as I would like, obviously, but it was a good experience, a good learning experience, actually, rubbing shoulders with some of the great players in international cricket and some of the good local Indian players as well. And just the experience on the whole was something that I don't regret, and I really enjoyed it.
Right. And who are some of the players that you connected with during that time? Who was able to assist you in your game?
Well, I still have one of my best friends up to now, Chahal. This is probably one of the closest friends that I had on the team. And I still have up to this day. I could still contact him at any time, and we could sit and have a chat and stuff like that.
Yeah, that's good to hear, man. What was it like experiencing all of those different cultures in the IPL locker room?
At the beginning, it was kind of confusing because there was like a difference, and there were groups, like people were in the different parts because of they're from different countries. Some of them that were from the same place. So we had some of the Indians at one side and some more Indians at another side. And then you had the Australians, English, and the New Zealanders at one side as well. So myself, the lone West Indian, trying to fit my way in. But coming down to the latter stages of the IPL, it was really nice actually getting to know the guys and being there, gelling with them and stuff like that, listening to some of the stories that they would tell us, and what they would have went through in cricket, and even what they went through at home and stuff like that.
Right, right. Who is your idol in cricket?
I think I would say Crampy. He was
Chris
someone
Gayle.
that, yeah, Chris Gill. Sorry, he was someone that I actually looked at a lot before I started to play cricket. I really enjoyed watching him play and watching him bat, watching him making runs and stuff like that. Even now, he's probably still one of the person that I look up to because he's always there, and he's someone that you could lean on, you could message him, you could get onto him at any time and just ask a few questions, and you could find out stuff, pick his brain, as we would say, and learn different stuff about the game.
Right. So you've been fortunate to play a bit of cricket with Chris Gayle during your career. What was that experience like? What is he like as a teammate?
He's a excellent teammate, actually. Really funny. Loves to just loves to just have the dressing room and laughter before the game and stuff. It's nice to just have him around. You rub shoulders with him, know the type of person he is, and he helps you if you're going through a bad patch or something like that. He's someone you could always go up to and speak to, or even if you just want to have a normal conversation, you could just go up to him again and just speak to him normally. And I really enjoyed it, and hopefully, yeah, he hopefully is back in Maroon as well.
I'm sure some of the Maroon fans would be excited to see that day also. What are you trying to improve on in terms of your batting?
Probably being a little more consistent, I guess. And to an extent, hitting the ball on the ground a little bit more because a lot of times I got out being caught and stuff like that. So I'm trying, but it works sometimes it doesn't. But if on a good day if it comes off well, I'll run with it.
Right, right. Don't worry, man. The fans are backing you, and they expect to see you putting up big numbers in the near future. So I'm sure you'll pull through. Now this is a food question. Chinese or burger and fries?
Chinese, without a doubt.
Okay. I know they have some of the best Chinese spots in the Caribbean in Ghana, man.
Without a doubt. But at the moment, not really having too much fast food as it is.
Right, right, right. Stay home and cook. What is your favorite cricket shot? I think that some of the fans may know the answer to that question, but what is your favorite cricket shot?
I think it's a slug sweep, but lately I'm pulling more than anything else.
So that's what I was thinking. So is it that pulling is becoming your favorite shot, or is it just the one you find yourself playing more?
It's the one I find myself playing more because now batting at three now you get more pace on the ball instead of batting going down late in the order batting at five.
Right, right. What is it like to know that you're representing so many islands and know that you have people and youngsters looking up to you?
It's good and bad because good in knowing that you do have people looking up to you in the sense that you are a role model to others, and bad is as in if you do not perform to the best of your abilities more times than not, they would think that you're probably letting them down or letting the Caribbean down. Sometimes that goes into your head. Sometimes that thought process goes into your head, and you tend to think about it. But I try as much as possible to blank it out and just play and enjoy the game as much as possible. And me, myself, I think that the more I try to enjoy the game or the more I enjoy the game, I get the best out of myself.
Right, right. Now you're a person that plays all three formats for the West Indies. Um, that is something that's very tough on any cricketer. So the fans want to know, how do you manage that? How do you keep yourself in shape, and how do you switch between formats effectively?
Well, there's still test cricket that I'm trying to make that transition with, but everything else, I just try to be as normal as possible, as normal and natural with my stroke play and stuff like that. I just try to not be too expressive when it switches from one day to test to T20 cricket, because for me I could bat the same way, prepare the same way, and you could still go out and do what you have to do. But in test cricket is where I think I would have to make that transition now to probably bat a little bit, bat longer, and try to leave as much balls as possible, as many balls as possible. Sorry.
Right. We had a chat with your good friend Kimo Paul last Thursday. He had a similar question, and he expanded a little bit on you guys' relationship coming up from on the 15 days basically. Do you just want to tell the Marine fans a little bit more about your relationship with Kimo?
Well, to me, Kimo is like the little brother that I never had. He's from as long as I know myself play cricket. He's been there. He's been there from on the 15 until now. We played almost all our youth cricket together. Um, senior level now we played together. He's just someone that was always there and someone that pushes me to do good, to do better, and vice versa. That's how we go. If and in some cases there's when I make a team, like if I play IPL and he doesn't, he'll just cut the next year. He'll just come up with me. So from since on the 15th to now, as I go up or as he goes up, we go up together in everything that we do. We cricketing wise, we go up, move up together, and from since then the friendship has basically been there from since then to now. And Sharfin as well. He's coming up with us as well now.
Yeah, it's funny that you gave me almost the exact same answer that he gave me, and I know that you that you hadn't had a chance to look at the interviews yet. So it's you guys are in tune. You guys are brothers for real. Who are the toughest bowlers that you've faced? One spin option and one pace bowling option. Internationally.
Probably Spain will probably be cool deep because of the different balls that he bowls. The
Right.
two, I think it's the googly they call it,
Oh
and
yeah, Yadam.
the regular normal ball that spins away from me. And with pace it will probably be Boomer, because of his action and stuff like that, and the pace that he generates from that action.
Your white ball captain is in the chat. I think he wants a shout out. He's a big fan of yours. He said, "Look who."
That's what boredom gets you. Boredom.
He needs some cricket. He needs some cricket, man. And also, I want you to answer that question from a regional perspective. Also, toughest spinner that you faced in the region and the toughest fast bowler.
Toughest spinner would probably be Sunil, right? Seamer, probably O'Shane, I think it would be, because of his height and the pace that he gets as well, because of his height.
Right. If you weren't playing cricket, what would Shimron Hetmyer be doing? Now I know that you wouldn't be doing. I know that you would be a baker, and I know that you would be a gardener. But if you weren't playing cricket, what would you be doing?
That's a good question. I'll probably be a runner or something, because I was into athletics in primary school, primary and nursery school, and secondary to us.
Okay. All right. So Shimron Hetmyer, if he wasn't Shimron Hetmyer, he would be Usain Bolt. So
close enough.
And this is the final question from our fans. They want to know, when you're going through a tough time with the bat, what do you do to get yourself out of it?
I'd go back to the people that support me the most. My fiance, she's my number one supporter. I always go back to her and speak to her about app that we use that you go on to check the way you would have gotten out. Well, basically your innings. So I go back to that and not really to dwell on how I got dismissed. I check how, like, the way I went about making runs in the games that I would have made runs. Just go to check how I did it, how I put together my innings, and not really the thought process, because you can't really tell the thought process from that, but it's just how basically how I set up my innings to going on to the end, to when I got out, I would have gotten out or something.
Right, right. Very encouraging to hear that you're constantly working on your game, and I'm sure the Maroon fans are excited to have you back on the pitch soon. Is there any message that you want to leave with them just before I do a short sign out?
Uh, Hi Maroon fans, Hetty here. Thanks for all the support you've been giving me throughout the years. Continue to support us. Continue to support us, the West Indies team, and myself.
Thanks, Hetty. And we'll catch up soon, man. I'll give you a call after I'm off the live.
Yeah.
All right. Thanks for joining us. Enjoy the rest of your day.
Yeah.
There you have it, Maroon fans. Highly anticipated interview with Mr. Shimron Hetmyer, who is enjoying his time there in Guyana, preparing for when cricket is back, and he answered some questions from you, the Maroon fans, and also had some valuable words. Thank you again for joining us for another live broadcast of the Maroon Hangout. As usual, we support you being here, and you will see the graphics go up for our upcoming guests within the next few days. Thank you for joining me. Once again, I'm Dario Bathley, the media officer for the senior men's West Indies team. And I'll see you again next Tuesday for our next installment of Maroon Hangout. Enjoy the rest of your day, Maroon fans.